Blaised. Get Blaised. Get Blaised. Get Blaised. Get Blaised. Get Blaised. Get Blaised.
Yo, what is up, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? We are live here in Denver. I'm sorry, I get my D's mixed up. That's trouble. Hey, what's happening, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to the show. You're tuning to Blaised Radio. Let's see who's in the building already. We got Wally. Wally's in the house. Good to see you. We got Max Storm in the building. Odds is in the house. Good to see you. Welcome in. Lady Kenzie's in the building. There's Sarah Slayer. And we got Chad Schrader up in here. What's happening? Gregory Blakely is here. How you doing? Daniel Berry, Mitch Kofsky. Oh, he's not 0-3 no more. We can't change. I was going to change his name. I'm going to fix my head. I'm going to change his name to Owen Kofsky because he was 0-3 over in AEW. Monstars in the house. Thanks for all the shares. I really appreciate that. I'm representing Denver, the Nuggets, El Nuggets, here in Denver, Colorado. The Ball Arena. I don't know why that's funny, but Triple Beats in the building. Welcome to the show. House of X defends their tag team titles here today in Denver. Good to see everybody. Great to see you. Halftimes. Oh, you beat him. Cody Hagen's in the house. Great to see you. Jesse Jackhammer's here as well. Thank you for the shares. That means a lot. Let people know what we're doing. So we're going to summarize everything we do on our Creation and Simulation Federation. It is interactive digital wrestling for your entertainment. Original created characters with creators and managers live in the chat. We're in Denver, the Mile High City, so to speak. And we're bringing you wrestling action, 7 championships. We'll go over that match card. We also have digital wrestling cards to release. I know you guys want to see those. And we'll also go over Stable War. That's right. You guys have wanted it. You see it below us. All 8 different teams. The Evil Circus, the MAD, was the HTTP. I got to get that changed. They are now the future. Cowboys from Hell, the Awesome Friends, who've won a Stable War championship before. The Red Lounge have won a Stable War championship before. The Battle Squad, our current Stable War champs from 12, and the Manic Mafia, who almost won it. So here we go. We're going to talk about how we do this. We bring in created characters with creators and managers live in the chat 4 times a week. We are live Sunday, Tuesday, happy Blaze. No, I don't want to say Thursday, Saturday. It's Saturday today. We got a Supercard. No, we got a Megacard on the docket today. And what does that mean? Ooh, that means I'm fiddling with my hat way too much. We got 7 championships on the line. Oh, my goodness. 7 titles on the line in our Supercard today. Cassie Madam Red is in the building. There she is. Our Battle Queen. Our Tap Out Princess and the Double Duchess. She holds all 3 titles. She'll defend all 3 today on the Mega Card. So here's what we have to do is let you know. I did drop the StreamYard link in the Facebook, the Twitter, and the Skype private chats. If you guys want to join, I see about 4 or 5 people already here. We'll get to you guys when we get to either the stable that you're on or the match that you're on today, and I'll bring you guys on to talk about. Some of you have championship matches today. Some of you, I want to know your thoughts on the stable that you are put with. Most of them are arranged by tag teams or G6 teams or people that have been on teams before. So there's always people that don't want to be on a different or want to be on a different team or didn't like their team, but they got to work with it. You don't like someone on your team, tough titty. You got to be with. You gotta be able to work with them. You don't have to like them. The challenge website is up. We'll break down all the information on where you can find out pretty much everything about what's going down. The Stable War teams are up there. We also have. There we go. I will share that page in a second because we're going to break down the first 4 Stable War matchups, and that is Tuesday, Thursday, next Saturday, and the following Tuesday. Next Sunday, I'll be interviewing Mr. Mitchkovsky and the clan from over there on the Hardcore Sports Network. So I'll get to interview 7 different people in one interview. Oh, boy. I try to keep them under an hour, but they're always 2 hours. This one's going to be about 7 hours. We'll see how it goes. Can't wait to have it. So if you're interested in joining the show, the green room is starting to fill up. Come on in, sit and watch the show back then. I'll bring you on either when it's time for your championship match, or talk about what stable you're going to fight with on Stable War. What is that noise? My cat's ready to throw up or something. All right, so let's get down to it. Logan's in the house. Good to see him. We're going to get right to business. We're going to go over a lot of information here. This is your resource to come back to find out what's going down in LTD. So if you have a question on what team you're on, who you're fighting the first time, how the format is, what the point system is, how we're ranking people, who makes the playoffs. Playoffs? Did you say playoffs? Yeah, I did say playoffs. I'm so sorry. Why did I say playoffs? I always say playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs.
So I won't do that too much. No commercials today. I tend to rant a little more than I should. But for those who are out here, thanks for stopping in the chat. Leave me a comment if you're watching a replay. Keep that chat fired up. Keep it going. We got AK in the building. Eagles Uncensored, another one. I think he's just here so he don't get fined.
Hey, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
There you go. There he is. He's welcome, AK. Good to see you, my friend. He will be part of that interview process on Sunday as well. And, of course, Orange Cassidy sucks, which has nothing to do with what we're talking about here today. Go eat some brownies. All right, let's get it. Let's talk about what we have planned for this month. Game night Jackpot Madness was scheduled for August. That was going to be our one Supercard. But you guys wanted Stable War. Territory War was also scheduled. So we actually mushed 3 different events into July and into August. So this month we're doing Territory War. Right now, Territory War is, the people that are from Chicago fight each other. The people that are from California fight each other. Those from New York fought each other. Those from Texas fought each other. All those winners continue to win. All 10 of the Territory War events, the 3 shows and the 7 different territories or whatever we had, will all fight today in a 10-man rumble for a shot at the World Championship. Also, on the 19th, we'll be back with another Get Blaised talk show. That's when we will really have some fun. We'll bust out the cards. We'll pick cards for 52 competitors. I have cards for each of you as well. So what's going to happen is we'll shuffle up the entire roster on the 19th, the day of that Jackpot Madness Shuffle Up and Fight show. Each person will be picked. Then a card will be picked. And a corresponding match they'll be put into based on what card from the deck they get. That is Jackpot Madness. That's game night. We'll be playing games in the live chat for prizes as well. Those who aren't picked in the 52, the Battle Queen division, and the others will be put in other types of events as well for game night. We'll play Ladder Chat Hangman, where you guys in the chat try to guess a word that is the combination. We'll play Wrestling Roulette, and Rob Machete will put 23 in the chat a million times. Maybe we'll play some new games. We played the game of Clue before. What else? Did we play Twister or some shit once? We've done a bunch of different types of board games, video games, or whatever, and we're turning into game night. I get to be a game show host, and that's always fun there as well. So that's what we're all cramming in. We just got done with Territory War. Today, Territory War ends. Just so we're clear. Then Stable War starts on Tuesday. Stable War, you'll have a better idea what that is after, this video. All right. We need a drum roll. The roster in August was supposed to be split into these 4 different divisions and then fighting amongst your divisions for title shots, etc. However, we've combined them all to Stable War this time around. King of Cleveland's in the house. I can't wait till he beats your asses in them stupid white uniforms you guys are bringing in week 2. Big shout out to King of Cleveland, my man. What's happening? So instead of this roster, which has 96 individuals, all 96 are in Stable War. So we'll get to that. We'll get to the card today as well. Here's your current champions. The current champions, Andy Price, still your world champion after defending from TJ Code. Jake Bagwell, the lethal champion, is also next in line for the world championship. So many have tried. We've had several multi-champions, people holding a tag or a G6 title along with a singles title, etc. Or maybe they capitalized on their triple threat briefcase and won 3 different championships. One thing we've never had is someone hold the world and the lethal championship at the same time. Could Jake Bagwell be the first? Well, first we got Andy defending his title tonight. Which champions on this board are safe? The one smack dab in the middle. Aiden Nightwalker, newly crowned Blitzkrieg champion, does not defend his title tonight. And JW Caliber does not defend his title tonight, along with Jake. I'm sorry. So there's 3 championships that are not being defended today. The Lethal, the Crazy 8, and the Blitzkrieg Championship. The G6 titles are on the line. Both tag titles are on the line. Cassie, as you see on the right-hand side of your screen, she holds 3 championships. The good news is she's the first to ever do that. She's the second to ever do that. But tonight she must defend all 3 in one show. So good luck. Let's break it down. This is where we are. Stable War coming up in August. We'll be in the War Games arena for the War Games specifically, but this is your arena we will be fighting in for Stable War Games, the 13th edition of Stable Wars here in Leading Towards Death Wrestling. So the Combat Kingdom opens up for group versus group battles. Here's your previous Stable War chance, and we started all the way back in December of 2017. The group called Eternity won that. It was a ladder match, was the final match to decide it. Ruthless Incorporated was our second. Ruthless is a stable that your boy Blaised and the Steel City Committee battled for decades in LTD early before the digital era. The Opaque Brotherhood with 2 championships in December of 2018 and August of 2019. In between there, an upstart group called AF and AM won in March of 2019. Keep in mind, that was a team, I believe, of 4. We also did teams of 6. We also did teams of 8. We've also done teams of 5. But mostly, and I believe it's until 2020, we did not have women involved. We did not have a Battle Queen division for the first couple years. But Steel City Committee was a fill-in team for December 19, and they ended up winning it. Blade Charge is the only one that got a title shot, though. Tyson, Shmoo, all my characters that were thrown in there, they did not get any title shots. Blade Charge won the world title, by the way, because of Steel City Committee winning that Stable War. They weren't supposed to, but it's AI versus AI. Who knows what the computer will do next? The Empire in June of 2020. Oh, they owned the year of 2020. The Alpha Empire in October. Same crew, just twisted up a little bit. Then we started getting into the really big Stable Wars. We used to split the roster. Half of the teams that were associated with the other people, they'd be in Stable War. The other ones would be in a different event. Now the whole roster's involved, and now we have 96 fighters. They'll all fight in Stable War. The Red Lounge won in the beginning of 22 in January and August of 22. Last year, the Awesome Friends won. But March again, we came with the Battle Squad, who we did this similar rules. Now, the rules change all the time. The first couple was just collect medallions to win. Now, the medallions will be the forefront to get you into the playoffs. But then the head-to-head, best of 13 will be the playoff. Once you go head-to-head, that you will count wins and losses throughout your 7 matches, but it's total amount of medallions. So based on the match, based on bonus things that are done on game night, you will earn medallions for your team. I keep wanting to say squad, but one of the teams is called a squad. One of your stables, I guess I should say. Stables. Wally's in the house. There he is. Wally. Crushing Kelly's in the building as well. So we're going to go over the match card for today. Right after this show, we have a live stream, the Territory War Megacard. And the ladies tomorrow will go down, and all submission. I didn't mean go down. I meant fight. Tomorrow on Sunday. So who will be your new Stable War champs? We're about to find out. Well, we've got a long way to go. And this is tough to see. I know for some of you on your phones, have no fear. We will go through each team and show you who's on each team. But for the sake of argument, you do have the Evil Circus, who was spawned, if you want to say, whenever Mark Caliber, oddly enough, left the Madness Asylum and started his own asylum. That asylum was then scooped up by Yeti, Pete, Dr. Tickler, and all the crazies of, the Dark Circus at first. The Carnival of Nightmares. The company was called Dark Circus Wrestling for actually a couple weeks. But now they're going to their roots. They decided to use the moniker they do elsewhere and call themselves the Evil Circus here. And they have adapted some new people to the list. And some people left when they found out they were going to be the freaking wild ass circus again. The MAD, the Madness Asylum disciples, not always as stable. They are all individuals who have gone through the MAD process. They'll fight together. The Awesome Friends, a new version of the Awesome Friends together. Super Nacho and company won a stable war not too long ago. Same thing with Cassie and the Red Lounge. She has gathered a great group again for this stable war 13. The Future, we didn't know what they were called. They were all brand new competitors here to LTD, that is, until Hunter McIntyre made his return and said, we're bringing back the Future. This is the Future. All newer members of the roster, whether they're seasoned veterans who finally joined or rookies coming up through the ranks. Through the HTTP process, they all got their permanent contracts. The Future compete once again. Cowboys from Hell have been pretty successful in stable wars, but have never won one. And they've been in a few, headlined by Shadow Press, Feeling Cow, and Redneck Avenger, of course. They gather together their clan of crazy kooks and see how they do this time around. The Battle Squad, your stable war champions, have changed their team up a little bit, but the core there is still there. Manic Mafia, same thing. They met the Battle Squad in the finals of Stable War 12. Now they're back to take on all 7 teams. That's right. Every team will fight the other 7 one time, and that's head-to-head. Each show will be stable versus stable. So we'll get into the rules of how each head-to-head works in the group stage, but let's talk about the teams. The Awesome Friends up first. Well, Paragon and Killer Neptune, along with the Opaque Brotherhood, have 2 Stable War championships. Awesome Friends have won a Stable War themselves. Now they're bringing in members that have Stable War championship history, and that's the Scavengers. With the Sudden Death Scavengers, they won a Stable War not too long ago. So TRC, J Vulture, and J Dog. Each team has 3 ladies. In 8 teams, that gives us 24. That's the entire Battle Queen roster. But the ladies will fight twice every head-to-head stable versus stable battle. The battles of the Stable War will crown the Knights of the Combat Kingdom, which group of 12 each get 2 title opportunities if they can win Stable War. So Jamar, Wally, Super Nacho, bring back Lord Amadeus to this squad this time around. He's held up. He's led different stables and ran with many stables during the wars as well. Team number 1 in alphabetical order, the Awesome Friends. The Battle Squad, your Stable War 12 champions. Same 3 ladies, Firestar, Misha, and Carmen. And then majority of the same people. You got Leo and Teddy, TJ, Kelly, Danny, a lot of the same people. This time they've added Dragonheart, who you can barely see there. His dark form has been devastating and dominating. And that's one hell of addition to the Battle Squad. And Big Mike Wasson, who's also been on one hell of a tear, and Logan Windsor also round out the Battle Squad, defending champions, along with the current world champion, Andy Price. Our next team is the Cowboys from Hell. Brooklyn Joker's in the house. There he is. Welcome in, my friend. Make sure you guys keep hitting those thumbs up. I appreciate it. I know sometimes you guys forget. Here's your reminder. Hit the thumbs up. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, man. So, once again, the core of Redneck Avenger, Feeling Cow, and Shadow Press are the Cowboys from Hell. Of course, the links to several legends that they've known for quite some time. D-Train, Cowboy John, Brian LG, Angelita. And they brought Rose and Jen along as well. Jeff Matthews, Ada Nightwalker, and Killshot Matt Storm round off the dirty dozen of LTD's Stable War this time around. And that is the Cowboys from Hell. They've been close before. Can they finally win a Stable War this time around? We'll find out. Every team's so stacked. It's hard to rank, or, it's all about picking favorites or who you're related to or your best friends with. The Evil Circus. There's Wild Mad Outlaw in the house. Good to see you. That's right. Keep those thumbs up coming. You guys are awesome. So the Evil Circus, I just kind of told you about the story about how the Evil Circus has evolved from the Dark Circus to be known as the Carnival of Nightmares for a stable war. But now, Pete, Yeti, Dr. Anus Tickler, oh boy, have recruited Clinton and Count Z of the Rebellion now here with the circus. You got Gav, who's still, mourning the loss of Radio Rex from his team and his partnership. Evie, Whisper, and Sarah, one great group of ladies to fight. Each of the ladies, each head-to-head, will have a singles fight and will fight in a 3-on-3 War Games match. Rob Machete, Jake Bagwell, your lethal champ, and JW Caliber, your current Crazy 8 champ. So the Evil Circus coming in with a little bit of gold as well, and that's their main focus, win all the gold and rule the land here in LTD. The Future. Just talked about this group as well and how they formed. They were the last ones without a team because they're mainly new characters. Tiffany Love in the building. Good to see you, Tiffany. So normally with a stable war, a lot of the teams mostly line up. There's a couple pieces you got to find a good spot for. But then there's always one team. The squad was that team last time. Look, they ended up winning the stable war. That are kind of thrown together. Mainly here, they're all new members of the roster here in 2023. Big Chuck on the far left just recently joined. Doc's been here for a minute now, but the man from DTW has been around for years and years, finally signing his contract. Nightmare has come and gone from the company. He's currently with the company, I think. Butterfly's in the building. Good to see you. But yeah, Butterfly will yell at you if you don't hit the thumbs up. So you don't want to get yelled at. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. Draven Doyle and Jay Savage recently joining, and they've had a feud. Now they can fight together in a stable war, along with Hunter McIntyre, the man who came in and said, we're naming this crew the Future. They are mostly new to the company. I'm spearheading it. I'm winning gold again. We're all winning gold. So Hunter McIntyre kind of returned from injury to spearhead this team. Name it the Future. He is all, of course, from Future Championship Wrestling that we support during we support them all year long. I'd say just during the gathering. Patty and Emily, as well as Lady Kenzie, will be fighting with the Future. And Rain Sinclair and our man, they could be the tag team champs going into Stable War. They got a match today. Aaron West, the Renegade from here in the Steel City, rounds out the team. The MAD, the Madness Asylum Disciples, I've talked about it a bunch. Your boy Blaze here and Ripper Springheel created this faction, this team that wasn't really a faction. It was a place where wrestlers can go to rehabilitate, basically, and come back from whatever was dragging them down, physical, mental, spiritual, any type of ailments. And sometimes we convert them, change them, improve them in whatever way we need to. But now they've come together. Anybody can get mad, but only some can be MAD against the fight against the Evil Circus and some of the other forces that are trying to take all the gold. The MAD come together. And now you got Ripper Springheel, a founder of the MAD, with the newest member and part of the Sundance Society, Azrael Black, recently finalizing his membership into the disciplehood. Brooklyn Joker, Blade Charge, Shifty, Mark Caliber, Hot Cheese, Goddess, and Kelly representing the ladies of the MAD. And you got the dog, the returning Atticus Black, and Wild Matt Outlaw rounding off the Madness Asylum Disciples. There's a dog, Bone Dog in the building. The MAD. That's right. Anybody can be mad, but only some can be MAD. Will the MAD win the Stable War? Oh, we'll find out. Manic Mafia, they were close last year, falling just short. Some of the Mafia return, like Riley, Big Daddy Beard, Willie Styles, but now, and Miles Stanley Ward. Now you got John Breakdown, brought in by Miles Stanley Ward. You got Captain Danger, who was part of the squad before. LD, Selena, and Jessica. What a hell of a group of ladies they have for here as well. Then you have Marley Good, Jesse Jackhammer, the Pit Crew as a tag team coming in, and Big Rick Logan Parfit to round out the Manic Mafia. Thank you, Butterfly. Appreciate the support. So that is your squads for Stable War. That is who's going to be competing in Stable War. Now let's talk about the how. Let's talk about the rules of Stable War, I believe, coming up here. Oh, I can't forget the Red Lounge. Almost forgot the Red Lounge. Cassie's going to kill me. Jester, Turmoil, and Drum Monkey fought for the Den. But now Cassie bringing back the Red Lounge squad. And she has Cody Hagan, Neo Extreme, CK Nova. Man, just bringing together an all-star cast here. And with Redhead Redemption, Lashana, and Tiffany, the tag team, joining Cassie as part of the Red Lounge. You got Chance Harper. You got Brandon Ace. You got Drum Monkey. Corey Quinn added to the fold once again as well. The Red Lounge, dangerous as hell. Well, they're all dangerous. The Red Lounge round out our 8 teams in Stable War. So we want to get a little bit of a take from some of you guys about the squads you're on and who you'll be fighting with here in a moment. But this is how it breaks down. Each team will have 7 group stage head-to-head battles. We start out with Manic Mafia and Evil Circus. If you can barely see that in the top left, don't worry. We'll have all the matchups. I'm going to go over the first 4 matchups here in just a moment. We're going to release the match cards. They're up on the website. But each head-to-head match is for 13 medallions. Obviously, if you gain 7 or more, you're going to win the head-to-head. So it's a little confusing because we had to make it an odd number so there's no ties. Singles matches are 1 medallion, piece of cake. There's 3 different Battle Queen matches that are singles matches. A regular singles match, which will be a count out 5 triple beat special match. So if you do get counted out, you will lose that medallion. You got to win by pinfall or submission. A lethal match, falls count anywhere, pinfall, submission, no DQ. Then the War Games matches. Each show will start out with a 3-on-3 men's War Games match. That'll be worth 2 medallions. Then will be all the singles matches. Then each show will close out with a 3-on-3 Battle Queen match. And then a 4-on-4 men's War Games match. Those final 2 matches will be worth 3 medallions each. So you are competing against all 8 teams. There will be head-to-heads, but medallion count gets you into the playoffs. Head-to-head will be the tiebreaker. If for some reason 4th place and 5th place are tied with number of medallions, we have an easy tiebreaker. Everyone fights everybody once. So 7 rounds in the group stage. The top 4 go to the semifinals, which will just be a head-to-head best of 13 medallions, and then a finals. So those are the rules. This is your place to come back to, your point of reference when you want to return and find out exactly how these head-to-heads are going. Now, before we even get into that, I'm breaking brand new news right now, and we are going to talk about the matchups for the first 4 Stable War head-to-head battles. All right. So here's the website. I preach about it all the time. Tell you guys to click on it. Tell you guys to bookmark it. And this is why. We got the champions right there on the left-hand side. You can't access the roster here. I'm not done with these pages. As soon as I get the cards all done, then these will all be working. Some of them do, some of them don't. Championship history, easy. Takes you to all the champions of the past. World title, all the different champions in the history of LTD are all lined up here. When I do trivia and stuff, sometimes I normally come back to that. On the right-hand side, you'll see a scoreboard. As Stable War goes, you will see a total number of medallions next to the team name and a single number of medallions during next to each one of the individuals. Territory War card today. We'll go over that here momentarily. The Battle Queens will fight on Sunday. All submission matches. And here's how it'll work. All these fights will result, and I spelled Asia wrong. I'm surprised someone didn't tell me you spelled Asia wrong. But there'll be all submission matches tomorrow, and the end-all be-all will be a shot at the Tap Out Princess Championship. Group stage number 1. Here's how it breaks down. War games start off each of the shows. It's Mafia versus Evil Circus. The first match will be a 3-on-3 War Games match. That'll put one of the teams up 2 medallions right off the bat. Now, the only way to win the head-to-head would be to win the first 6 matches. But once again, medallion count matters more. The wins and losses are good, but it's medallion count overall that gets you into the playoffs. Here you see a Battle Queen match between Sarah Slayer and Selena Kilauea. Then we'll have a lethal match. This same format every week, every fight for all the group stages. Lady Devil will fight Evie Bloodyard in the second Battle Queen match for 1 medallion. Rob Machete will fight Rick Logan Parfit in a Count-Out 5 match. Whisper and Jessica will go at it 1-on-1. Then you have a 3-on-3 between all the ladies, and then a 4-on-4. So the men have 1 match. And for instance, Riley, Jesse, Marley, and Big Daddy Beard, John Breakdown, Captain Danger, and MSW are in War Games matches here. You'll be in a singles match eventually throughout Stable War. But the idea is to be able to fight as a team. TJ's in the house. There he is. What is up, TJ? Welcome to the show. Gav's in the house as well. So we just went over all the teams. We went over the rules for the head-to-head battles. Now I'm just breaking down. This is always available on the website. I'm breaking down just exactly what the first sets of matches are. So day 1, match number 1 of the group stage, Mafia versus Circus. That's this Tuesday at 5 o'clock. Day 2, Thursday, it'll be the MAD versus the Battle Squad. Same format, different names. You see here, Shifty Mark and Blade Charge could be the new G6 champs after today. We'll see. Hot Cheese fights Misha Ramsey. Atticus versus Kelly. Carmen versus Goddess. Dragonheart versus the Bone Dog. Firestar versus Crushing Kelly. You got Hot Cheese, Goddess, and Kelly versus Misha, Carmen, and Firestar. And then you got Wasson, Logan, Teddy, and Leo versus Outlaw, Azrael, Joker, and Spring Hill. It should say 3. I got to change that too. So the main events aren't 4, they're 3. So they're 13 matches. So I'll make sure I correct that as well. What do we have here? What are we talking about? We're talking about MAD versus the Battle Squad. Let's get a word from someone fighting for the Battle Squad for the first time. Mr. Gregory Blaised. What's that?
What's going on?
How's it going? You okay?
Yes, I'm okay. It's just the pressure on me has gotten real.
There you go. So Dragonheart going to face Bone Dog in the first War Games. And
I'm going to say it like this. That's going to be a Titanic challenge. But with Dragonheart being transformed the way he is, he's a whole different animal. And not only that, to say the least, he's out for blood right now.
So how do you feel about Dragonheart being put with the Stable War defending champs, the Battle Squad? A lot of familiar people in there. What do you think about the team you guys have?
It's going to be interesting to say the least, especially with my buddy TJ in the mix.
Yep. So
me and him got some history in the ring as well.
Yep, and you have that 1-on-1 match for 1 medallion. You and the Bone Dog. Good luck on that one, man. That's going to be one hell of a fight.
Oh, Lord knows I'm going to need it. I'm going to need it.
All right, we'll bring more people back in and talk throughout as we break down these matchups here in round one of Stable War, which starts on Tuesday. So we went through, what was the first one here? Mafia and the Evil Circus. And we got someone who's kicking off the show today, but he's also kicking off the Stable War in the first War Games on Tuesday. Let's talk to Miles Stanley Ward real quick. MSW, what is happening?
Hey, what's up, Blaze?
So you're the kickoff guy, man. Tonight, internet title fight against Riley. And then you're in the first War Games of a Stable War. First of all, tell me a little bit about this internet title fight tonight against Riley. He's in your same stable, but you got to fight for the belt. Pretty interesting.
Well, to start off with, it's my past 2 days of my birthday, July 27th. And this is my birthday treat. I had to win that championship. That internet championship needs to go on my accolades here at LTD. So, yeah, I won the Blitzkrieg championship. I won the world championship, and I got to have that internet championship. So, Wiley, whether you're ready or not, man, even though we're teammates in the Stable Wars, I'm coming for your championship, buddy.
And in the Stable War, the first head-to-head the first battle is Tuesday. You'll be teaming out with your boy John Breakdown and Captain Danger versus those guys who've been causing problems for LTD, Pete, Yeti, and Dr. Tickler. Damn, the first War Games. What's your thoughts there, Miles?
Bring it. I just got 2 words to say. Just bring it.
That's Miles has a way with words. He keeps it real. He gives it to you straight. And that what more can you say? I mean, that you're starting off the show tonight. You're starting off War Games, and you got to prove, why you're here. And it's all about longevity. This isn't a 2 or 3 matches and in the playoffs. It's not a one and done, lose and you're out. You have 7 matches to prove that your stable's the best. There should be no question by the time this is over. Whoever wins Stable War would have freaking earned it. All right. We talked to Dragonheart about the battle squad. Let's get a little more word on the battle squad from one of my favorite little guests here. His client, Carmen Gonzalez, fighting for them, and that is Mr. Odds Cornett. Welcome to the show.
Greetings and salutations. Or as Tony Khan would say, thanks, guys.
So kind of the same idea I was talking to Miles about, like Carmen, once again, former Battle Queen. Former Battle Queen as well as Stable War champion, is going to have to take on Goddess of Pain in the first round and fighting with the Battle Squad, the defending champs, trying to be the first stable ever to repeat back-to-back. Even though the Alpha Empire and the Empire try to claim it, I fight against it. So what's your thoughts going into this Stable War with Carmen?
This isn't the first time. I don't think this is the first time Carmen and Goddess have fought. And they've definitely had some great matches before in the past, and I can't wait to see this one. And I think if there's any team that can possibly go 2 in a row, it could be us.
Now, speaking of 2 in a row, all the ladies have to fight 2 matches. And so the weight of the Battle Queen division on Stable War has gradually grown bigger and bigger every year. A couple of years ago, we finally added them to the mix with 1 match. And then we had 1 lady on each team. Then we had 3. Now we have 3 where they fight not only a singles fight, but also in War Games. So Firestar and Misha, along with Carmen, taking on Cheese, Goddess, and Kelly in a 3-on-3 War Games match. So that's the biggest change in Stable War this year, adding the War Games element.
Definitely.
And it should be very interesting with 3 War Games matches pretty much deciding the 6, 7, 8 of the medallions right there.
If you haven't been in War Games matches before, you certainly are going to become an expert in them by the end.
And that's one thing that since the matches were pretty damn good, I couldn't wait to bring Stable Wars and War Games together. So Appreciate you, Odds. Thanks for being on the show, my friend.
No problem.
Make sure you guys check out CPW. Odds does a great job over there on his channel. Always fun shows, very creative. Big shout out to my man Odds. All right, what else do we have here? The Future versus the Red Lounge next Saturday, 1 week from today. Same format, like I said. We start out with the 3-on-3 match. The only thing that has changed is these main event will be 3 and 3, making it 13 medallions, and I'll fix that. So here's the layout for match number 1 for the Red Lounge in the Future. Is gaining medallions is the name of the game, folks. You want to gain as many as you can throughout the 7 matches to be in the top 4 to make it into the playoffs. So we have mixed emotions about some on this team, like this guy right here, Mr. Cody Hayes.
I don't have mixed emotions. I kept myself quiet.
You like it? Well, you didn't get along with everybody on the team that much, but you got to fight with them.
Yeah, I know. I'm a grumpy 27-year-old who has not won a world championship in LTD.
Yeah. Well, you got the one part about your team that makes me a little more confident is right here. The glue.
Oh
that's
God.
gonna keep the Red Lounge together, Miss Cassie, Madam Red.
Greetings, gentlemen.
So, Cassie, your team is always, they're all great teams. I don't want to try to knock down any teams or not, but what's your thoughts on your squad and going in with this knucklehead below me?
Wow.
On your team? And there has been a little bit of tension with those like Neo. Brandon always seems to cause tension too.
CK, because we fought in the Midwest triple threat match.
There's a bunch of them.
Yeah. I love my boys. Don't get me wrong. And many of my boys have very good title accolades in LTD.
That's
very, very good. However, a couple of them like to be a little bit blowhard. They like to run their sock more than what it's worth. We will get that in line. Floggings will commence.
Ooh, hey now. She's talking to you, Cody.
No, that's mostly for Neo. I know he's listening. He needs to shut his mouth.
Oh, he's never going to shut his mouth.
He really isn't. He really isn't. But, that's one thing I love about him.
So, Cassie, Cody, I've heard enough from you. Get out of here. I just want to talk to Cassie.
Of course you do.
Wait a minute. Did that make you mad?
You are an asshole.
Thank you very much. I have to make up. Wait, I need your thoughts on your boy, your best friend Radio Rex being gone there, Cody. You miss him, don't you?
I'm talking about my match. Let's talk about this. Reign, the Future, Aaron West, Romain.
No, I want to talk about Radio Rex, your buddy.
No one gives a shit about him. I want to talk about my War Games match. I don't give a fuck.
Are you happy that he's gone?
Up. Someone wants Cassie. Someone
really
wants
trying to ignore it.
Fuck Brandon Ace. I agree.
I'm interviewing you about Rex, whether you like it or not. Are you glad he's gone, Cody? Fair enough. Good answer.
See, Gregory, the thing is with that, Ace may run his suck, but he's good. He's allowed to run his suck.
Yes.
He has won enough to run his suck.
Oh, poor Gav. I knew
it's
Gav
okay, Gav. It's okay. I'll make you some cookies. You'll feel better.
So I have to ask you about your triple championship matches tonight.
You are trying to make me one tired, sore girl. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I can bring you back to talk about that, but I have a feeling once I get done with all the Stable War stuff, I'm ready for this show. It's going to be a big show, and it's good and bad. It's a double-edged sword for Cassie. Like I said earlier, you were the first person and now the second person to ever hold all 3 titles, but the way the cookies crumble before Stable War, we always defend all the belts. So you have to defend all 3. So it comes with a blessing, but it's also could be considered a curse because you got to fight 3 times tonight. Once against your tag team partner.
Yeah, I love Evie, so it is what it is. If she wins, great for her. She deserves it. If I win, I've worked hard for it, so fuck yeah, I deserve it.
But that's the way everyone should think about that too, because you're only in a championship match if you've earned it, because you've won qualifiers and so if people were in 2 or 3 championships, that's not a bad thing, people. That's like the ultimate. The idea is to gain as many championships, and no lady is done.
I've been doing my yoga today, getting my Zen on. I got my lidocaine patches on already, trying to, it's going to be painful tonight.
Hey, I know I like to jip people sometimes and put them back-to-back matches and make them fight in a row. I did spread them out. No pun intended for you for tonight. But with the ladies matches, with the ladies matches here, there's going to be 2 in a row. And like here, you fight Patty Chase in round 1. And then you have to fight in the War Games right after it. So that comes with the territory. If the women's matches are going to mean so much this time around, which they do. I mean, the ladies fight twice. The guys don't. So
as it should.
It weighs really heavy. Well, it kind of evens out because there's about 3 times as many men as women. The women have 24. So the way it works out, if you have more matches, then it kind of balances itself out. In a sense.
Yeah.
So good luck tonight against Cougar in a submission match.
I beat her once for it already. I can do it again. Not a problem.
With Evie against Whisper and Patty.
That would be fun. It's always fun when I work with Evie.
Yeah, and then of course fighting Evie against Evie in the Battle Queen title match. So it's gonna be interesting.
I mean, either way, the audience really wins because, come on, you get me and Evie, and one of us is going to be on top of each other.
Yes, that's what I like to hear. Thank you, Cassie.
You're welcome.
All right, so we have one more. We have one more to talk about here, and that is the Cowboys from Hell and the Awesome Friends. That'll be next Tuesday, because next Sunday I'll be doing an interview on the 6th with the boys from Hardcore Sports Network, and we'll be doing a little fantasy football draft. The 2 LTD fantasy football leagues are reactivated, and the Twitter chats are still there for those who are in those. So RA, PK, and Shadow Press, they've held those titles. They've been a staple of the G6 division. They'll take on Super Nacho, Wally, and Jamar in the first War Games. And you got Shalky versus Rose, Lord Amadeus versus D-Train, 2 members of the Great Hall colliding. So Hall of Famers who still fight. Wrestling Mama versus Jen Richards, Killer Neptune versus Cowboy John, Cougar versus Angelita, damn. And then the War Games matches with 3-on-3, and then a big-time 4-on-4. Like I said, these will be changed to 3, so it's an odd number going into Stable Wars. So there you have it. There's your former Stable War champs here, the squad last time. Clinton is no longer with them. Blade Charge is now with the MAD. And now we have 12 individuals. So, yeah, check out the website. I always keep the latest talk show link right here, the latest show link right here. And then you have the rules as well as the schedule. But if you click here, it'll take you directly to Stable War. And that's what I want to show you real quick here. Before we move on, this is the challenge website. So if you click on the link, the Nightbot drops or whatever, you'll see the standings. Points over here on this side will be medallions. That will be the category we will be going by. Not wins and losses. Points will be first. And then you can get to the matches here and see all the matchups in each round. And why it's only showing 3, I don't know. Uh-oh. Should be 7 rounds. I'll make sure I fix that too. So that is that. Let's get to the next stage here. So there's the rules. If you need to refer to something, come back to here. It shows you exactly how the matches are going to be head-to-head and how it's going to iron out. We got one more guest to bring on. I'll bring him on. We talk about today's match card. And let's open up a pack of cards. We ended around the M's. I think we're going in alphabetical order to release the cards. So these have not been on social media yet at all. These are the first look at the cards that you'll get. So I'm about to open up, I think, 8 cards, special 8-card pack. They're normally 6, but I completed a couple other ones too. So here we go. Yeah, everyone wants to win a Stable War, man. It's hard to do. It's not easy, but I'm actually thinking about finding a way to get bonus medallions for, teams cheering for each other and networking in the live chat. I don't know how to do it yet. It may be something where each show I give a medallion or 2 to a specific team for just being a really good team, cheering for each other, supporting each other, doing little things in the chat, training together, or telling me stories about how their team is uniting as a team, etc., etc. But it will be total medallions. I don't know how many extra bonus medallions will be given out on Jackpot Madness, but there will be medallions given out towards Stable War there as well. Let's open some cards. There's our pack of cards, 2023 digital collector cards. We've been opening these packs on social media every couple weeks. Let's go right to it. First card is Mordrin Nightwalker. Jamar's in the house. Good to see him. Mordrin, a member of our great hall, our Hall of Fame. He retired at the end of 2023. We did the whole last run of Mordrin Nightwalker. And his final card here is card number 67. So card number 67. A reminder, anybody watching this in a replay, please leave a thumb up. Leave me a comment so I know you stopped by. Throughout Stable War, I will be checking people's not cooperation, their involvement throughout, and we will trim the roster after Stable War. But if you're here, you have no worries. It's those I haven't seen throughout the entire Stable War, which I may have to make some changes. So here we go. Mordrin Nightwalker, his card's awesome. Aiden Nightwalker took his spot as he retired. Aiden, our current Blitzkrieg Rumble champion, just recently won that, so he has the benefit of carrying that into Jackpot Madness. Will be on the 19th. He'll defend that championship. This is his son, Mordrin's son, the East Coast bastard, baby. Neo Extreme. I really like his card because the color schemes on a lot of the cards, actually the borders are all going to be the same, obviously, but the color schemes are very similar because of the dark nature of some of the characters, the backgrounds, or the fact that we're doing Empire and Lethal and they're coming out behind, in front of, I should say, the Empire or Lethal logo. But this one catches the blue essence of Neo and the lighting and everything. I really like this card. Neo Extreme's first card. Yeah, I know some people are hoping to get number 69, but it's Paragon. It's Paragon got number 69. Neo Extreme card number 68 from Neo Tokyo, the Master of Stomp style. Still looking to get some championships on there. The height and weight I don't do for the ladies, just for the men. I don't do too many groups unless it's a big group. I was going to do tag team cards, but I've changed my mind on that. I got to bring you an extra series of cards of people who joined in 23 because I've been putting out these cards for a long time. These are actually from 2K22 screenshots. That's how old they are. But Neo Extreme's card, his finisher to Shattered Sapphire. You see Blue Lightning, the Railgun, and Excalibur. Oh, I have to fix that too. Stomp on Neo's card. His other move. I just have to make it so the words are on the outside. Yeah, if you guys ever see an error or something wrong with some of the cards or anything I put out, feel free to let me know. In a DM, don't embarrass me. No, Joker embarrassed me all the time and tells me what I did wrong. Neo Extreme, his card. There's Jay Vulture. Welcome in. Good to see you. And we got big card number 69. Undercard number 420. Yeah, oh boy. Paragon of Greatness, card number 69. He had another picture where he was up on the ropes chanting, which was kind of cool, but that was the same card he had last year. So I threw him a message, and we decided to go with this one. Both of them look really good, him coming down the ramp. Most of them are from your entrances, these cards. Paragon of Greatness. I did add to his card Grand Slam on the front, because if you've noticed on some of these cards on the front, I've added Grand Slam right above the name if you're a Grand Slam champion. Yeah, I've spelled some names wrong. Yeah, if I spell a name wrong or something, point it out to me. Let me know so I can fix it. Sometimes I miss stuff, or sometimes I hurry with stuff. So Paragon of Greatness, Last of the Old Gods, the model of excellence. Tons of championships, as you can see. The Brush with Greatness, his finisher. POG, a legend here in the business, and card number 69. Card number 70, Patty Chase from the Battle Queen division. Dark Patty getting her, I believe it's her first card. There we go. Thank you, Odds. I appreciate it. I love creating these things. I'm a card collector myself. So from Michigan, Dark Patty with that Hot Pursuit finisher. And Dark Patty. These cards eventually will be for the website roster pages. You'll be able to see those. All right. Let's keep it going. Pete Wall, the next card. The Angry Viking, the original Renegade from RWO. Pete Wall from Winnipeg, Manitoba. The Cork Soaker is finishing move. Two-time world champ, former tag champ. There is the man, Pete Wall, also a member of the Great Hall. There is a Great Hall card that'll come out and show all the members of the Great Hall that got inducted this year. And Phelan Kell, the big guy. He was one half of the tag champs, I think, at this picture with a Redneck Avenger. PK also has held the six-man tag team champs a few times. Phelan Kell, the big man. Yeah, thank you, Patty. I'm glad you love it. I will be putting them out on social media so you guys can share them, save them. And the shirts are always these are always available on the TeePublic store. You can even get front of the card on the front of the shirt, back of the card on the back. All you have to do is let me know you want to order one, because I can't have 2,000 pages with just a card for each. So those are by request, but you'll see on the TeePublic store where you can buy the cards on any of the merchandise, actually. Hey, there's Selena Kilauea. Welcome in. There's Phelan Kell's back. His card, his slam dunk. Setup maneuver, his lights out punch for his finishing maneuver. He's the Crazy A champ. That's what that was. He's been a tag champ as well. Redneck Avenger, RA. Nice close up of RA there. Tag titles is what that was, because there's RA's tag championship. Redneck Avenger, the next card being released here. Card number 73. See RA from the Cowboys from Hell. A lot of championships he's had too. Two-time world champ, four-time lethal. 3-time G6, your Redneck Avenger. Rick Logan Parfit's first card. There's Rick's card, the Hopstat Rocker. When I did these cards, I only had the lethal in the Empire division too, so we have grown since then as well. And there's Rick's card, the big boy, 7 foot tall, 295. Rick Logan Parfit. And that's it for now. 8 cards released. We're talking about Territory War, the show for today that we will get going right after we go over the match card here. We're going to talk about what's going to happen today. Stable War, we will have another Get Blaised talk show on the 19th where we draw the cards for Shuffle Up and Fight, Jackpot Madness. Game Night is back. You guys love Game Night. So the Get Blaised talk show on the 19th, we'll draw the cards and we'll talk about what's happening then. Stable War, if you got any questions, the first hour of this show is a lot dedicated on formally announcing the teams, going over the rules, some of the schedule. Stable War starts on Tuesday, people. Woo! So here's what we have on tap for today. Territory War. We've had all these battles for different territories and regions leading us up to one big supercard. We had the regionals where we had 8-man matches, 10-man matches, just grouping people together, all of Canada, all of the West Coast, all of the East Coast, all the Europeans and stuff like that. We had the United States East and South. That one was won by Danny Wells of Florida. The international one was won by the wild card, which was Lord Amadeus. And then the West and South, West and Midwest was won by CK Nova. He won the Indianapolis fight and then won the overall. And Marley Good won the bonus rumble to get into that championship rumble here tonight. This Sunday, we'll have the ladies fight it out. Submission Sunday, Civil War 6. They'll be fighting each other based on where they're from. And end all be all is a tap out princess title shot. Territory War, there's the arena for today. Here is Civil War 5 Megacard. We talked to him earlier. We are opening up Miles Stanley Ward trying to win the Internet Championship in our first fight tonight. I believe it is a count-out 5 match, but for championships, count-outs or DQs is an automatic restart. There must be a winner. So no count-out wins, no DQ wins. Internet title on the line. Miles taking on his fellow stablemate, Riley Wolf, in our opening matchup. You heard earlier, Miles is passionate. He wants that title regardless of who he's taking it from. Crazy 8 elimination match. These 8 ladies have won qualifiers throughout Territory War. Jessica Vesuvius. Let's start from the left. Whisper Bagwell on the far left. Angelita Nightwalker. Jen Richards. You have Jessica Vesuvius. Patty Chase. Goddess of Pain. You have Misha Ramsey and Hot Cheese. The winner of this Crazy 8 elimination match is next in line for a Battle Queen Championship. Evie will face Cassie, but who will face the winner? It's one of these 8 ladies will face the winner at Jackpot Madness in a couple weeks. Right smack dab in the middle of Stable War. Tap Out Princess, we talked to her earlier. Cassie defends against former Tap Out Princess Cougar Knight. That's going to be a crazy match. Submission only. One of Cassie's 3 matches to see how many of these championships she can keep. The G6 titles are on the line. Kelly, TJ, and Danny defend against the MAD Blade Charge. Mark Caliber and Shifty coming together as the MAD are for the Stable War. They came together to make a G6 team and won all the qualifiers to get that title shot. G6 tornado elimination for the championship. The ladies' matches will be 1 fall, but it will be knockout and falls count anywhere in our tag team title matches. The first one is the Double Duchess women's match, and it's Cassie and Evie versus Whisper and Patty for the ladies' tag team championship. Then I talked about the qualifiers. It's Killer Neptune, Brian LG, JW Caliber, Lord Amadeus, Danny Wells, Turmoil, Bone Dog, Mike Watson, Marley Good, and CK Nova. They've won all the Territory War qualifiers. Now the big prize, a shot at the World Championship, goes to the winner of all these have already qualified to get to this point. And that'll be in a 10-man rumble. Tag team titles on the line. Same rules. There will be falls count anywhere. It'll be 1 fall to a finish. Tag team championship. R-Man and Rain Sinclair, the Bone Breakers, recently just joining the roster, just starting a team, but hey, they have not lost as a tag team yet. Now they face a team that is 2-time world tag team champs in Leo and Teddy X. So the 3 titles you don't see, the Lethal, the Crazy 8, and the Blitzkrieg, will all be on the line on the August 19th. I can't believe it's August already. Evie Bloodyard and Cassie, they're tag team partners. They fight against each other. And you heard how Cassie approached it. That's kind of the best way to approach it. You'd rather be to your friend than to a stranger or someone you don't like. May the best woman win the Battle Queen Championship, Evie and Cassie. Then the World Championships on the line in our main event tonight. He has to fight all his own teammates, it seems. He had to beat TJ Toad, but TJ qualified by winning and defending the Crazy A title not once but twice. Andy Price beat TJ Toad. Now he has to fight Kelly Mavericks, who also qualified. Your main event tonight, Kelly Mavericks of the Battle Squad facing Andy Price, your world champion of the Battle Squad. Before we head out to the match, let's get word from our world champion on his thoughts going in to this big match for the world title. Mr. Andy Price, our world champion. Welcome.
Hey, Blaze, everybody. What's that old saying? Keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer.
Yeah, I guess so.
The last month's felt like that.
But you survived it. Now you got to fight another one of your stable mates.
Yep,
What's your mindset going into this big battle tonight, Andy, and Stable War as a whole?
Pretty much, I'm going to say the same thing to Kelly as I said to TJ. Once that bell rings, there's no battle squad. It's strictly business. And I defend this belt twice. Thrice would be nice. That's my mindset. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to retain. And I'm expecting, and I hope all the Battle Squad ones are listening, the same attitude for Stable Wars. Do whatever it takes. We were the surprise last year, but I don't want that everybody to go, oh, they got lucky last year, surprise. No, this year we're going to do, as you said, the Empire is the only one to do it back to back.
Yep.
If we do it back to back, then there's no argument that last year was, March was a fluke. So
that's right.
Everybody in the Battle Squad, I hope no grudges. I heard Dragonheart's comments earlier. Him and TJ, play nice. And it goes to all of the members in the Battle Squad, even me. Play nice.
That's the true test.
Otherwise, Cassie, I'll be reserved, if you don't mind, I'll be borrowing the Red Lounge for some punishments of my own.
Oh. Oh, did you hear that, Cassie? He wants to borrow the Red Lounge for some punishments. How about it? He wants to rent it out, Cassie.
I literally just put in chat. I'll have a flogger waiting for you, hon. I got you.
Yeah, there you go. See, teams working together.
Noise,
You gotta
Kelly.
love it. So Kelly had some words for you. Andy, tonight we fight each other, and I'll give you my absolute best. Next week, we fight together for the squad. So it looks like coming on the same page. A respectful championship match tonight.
That's all I want. I said
good luck, my friend.
Best.
Good luck.
Thanks for that, Blaze.
Always love having guests on the show here, man. That's going to be one hell of a show with one hell of a championship. I mean, Kelly Mavericks, like I always said, it sometimes you fight your partners, you fight your teammates, you fight more than one match. That's just because your wrestler's red hot. And right now we've seen that with Jake Bagwell. We've seen that with Kelly Mavericks. We've seen that with TJ Toad. You know, who's going to be the one to step up now? Could Miles Stanley Ward be your new internet champ? We'll find out tonight. Who's going to get the Battle Queen title shot next? We'll find out tonight. Will Cougar win the Tap Out Princess title back? Can the MAD take the G6 titles away? Can Whisper and Patty, even though one is still with they're on different stables, basically. Whisper had left. Patty had left. I'm sorry, the Evil Circus. And Whisper and Patty still fighting together. How will they coexist? We'll find out tonight. Yeah, I saw what you put up here, Kill Shot. It was, what I did was whatever card I made before his, I just adapt to the next one. So whoever had the card before his was probably Double Dutch's champ. I just didn't update the championship. So I just take the template, and when I do the next one, I delete the picture, add 2 more. So the template stays the same, and I just change the wording for each card as I do them. I have a good process down here. That's right. Support your teammates. That's what it's all about. We'll be watching that as well. Stable War starts Tuesday. Territory War ends today with this show. We'll be live in a couple minutes here. I'll see if I can get to 4:30. I got all the match card ready. It's time for the talking to cease and the fighting to commence. And tonight, it's Territory War, the conclusion of everything we've been fighting for this month. Now we find out who's on top of their game, who will be your Stable War champs. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around. The links will be dropping soon. Stable War right around the corner. Game night right around the corner. We'll be back in a couple of weeks for another Get Blaised talk show. We'll divvy up cards, have some fun, play little games even. So people, peace, positive vibes, all that good stuff. Thank you for being a part of the show here tonight. See ya at the show in just a few minutes. And I'll see ya in my streams. Territory War is about to begin. Y'all just got blazed.
Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed. Get blazed.